Take a breath. Hold it. Now let it out slowly. Feel that? That's life. That's energy. That's presence. And in this very moment, no matter where you are in your journey, I want you to know something powerful. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not small. You are simply evolving through a truth that few people ever truly master. The law of relativity. You see, the universe is always moving, always flowing, a divine dance of contrast and perspective. Nothing in your life has meaning until you give it meaning. And most of what we call hardship only feels hard because we are comparing it to someone else's ease. We've been conditioned to compare everything. Our looks, our wealth, our timelines, our relationships, our healing. But listen carefully. Comparison is the thief of inner peace. The law of relativity says that nothing is good or bad until you relate it to something else. And that means you have the power, right now, to redefine your entire reality. Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought your life was falling apart, only to look back months or years later and realize it was falling together? Have you ever cursed the delay, only to realize it was divine protection? Have you ever envied someone else's success, only to later realize that your slower path was actually building real strength? That's the law of relativity at work. It's here to remind you that your situation, your struggle, your current storm, is not absolute. It is relative to your perception. And when you change your perspective, you don't just change your mind. You change your vibration. You change your alignment. You change your destiny. Let me tell you a story. There was a person who grew up surrounded by lack. Not just financial, emotional lack. Spiritual lack. They watched others soar while they struggled to stand. And for years they thought, why me? Why is my path harder than theirs? But one day something shifted. They met someone whose life had looked perfect on the outside, but behind the scenes was hollow, unfulfilled, lost. And in that moment they realized their own pain had built depth. Their journey had built empathy. Their struggle had forged wisdom. And suddenly the hardship didn't feel like a curse anymore. It felt like a sacred path. Because the mountain had made them strong. The darkness had taught them to shine. And the contrast had given them clarity. That's the gift of this law. Let me break this down spiritually. You don't suffer from struggle. You suffer from judgment. You don't suffer from pain. You suffer from the belief that it shouldn't be happening. But what if everything that's happening is for you? Not against you. Not to punish you, but to grow you. Every challenge is a teacher. Every obstacle is a mirror. Every delay is a message. The law of relativity teaches that things only have power over you when you assign them value based on external comparison. But when you choose to measure your life based on your own soul's growth, everything changes. Let's talk about energy for a second. Someone may look like they have more than you, more money, more love, more freedom. But you don't know what they're carrying behind the curtain. That's why it's dangerous to envy people's results without knowing their reality. And more importantly, your soul didn't come here to copy someone else's path. You came here to walk your own. With your own timing. With your own rhythm. With your own soul contracts. Think about this. A candle and a wildfire are both made of flame. But they have different purposes. One brings gentle light. One burns through forests to make way for new growth. Are either better? No. They're just different. And so are you. Your soul doesn't need to rush. It doesn't need to compare. It doesn't need to prove. It just needs to remember. Remember that your timeline is sacred. Remember that your pain has purpose. Remember that you're not late, you're being refined. So how do you apply the law of relativity to your life right now? Here's how. Step 1. Catch the comparison. When you feel less than, pause. Ask, what am I comparing myself to? Step 2. Reframe the challenge. Say, this is tough, but what strength is this moment building in me? Step 3. Remember your growth. Make a list of 5 things you've overcome that you never thought you would. That's your proof. Step 4. Bless their path, honor yours. Celebrate others without shaming yourself. Their light doesn't dim yours unless you let it. Step 5. Stay grateful in the gap. Gratitude shifts the lens of comparison. When you're grateful, you stop needing more to feel enough. Now breathe with me one more time. And say this. I release comparison. I reclaim peace. I trust the sacred timing of my own journey. I do not compete, I evolve. My life is not behind. It's becoming. Everything I need is already within me. This is the law of relativity. A cosmic key to remembering. Your experience is yours. Your path is yours. Your frequency is divine. And when you stop measuring your life by someone else's ruler, you start creating from a place of real power. This is your reminder. You are doing better than you think. You are more blessed than you realize. And your struggle is shaping the strength that the world will one day need. This is frequency flow, where you rise in awareness, align with truth, and reclaim the sacred rhythm of your soul. You are the light. You are the one. Keep going. The world needs your story.